Hello students, I am Sanjay Misra. In this video I will discuss few very important questions to be done on laws of sets, which I discussed earlier in the previous video. In that video I told you about 5 important laws on sets, and based on them you will see that how a big expression of sets can be squeezed into very small one, and a big expression how it can be changed with a very simple expression. And then we'll be doing few questions of G mains also based on laws on set. So first it is just a reminder of whatever we discussed in the previous video. So I will just recall all the properties that we have discussed there one by one. So they were the properties. The first was distributive law. Okay. Intersection A union C. This was the first law known as distributive law. Now second form of distributive law in which we interchange these two. So this will be A intersection B union C is equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. So there were two distributive laws. Then two De Morgan's laws were there. This is A dash intersection B dash. Then this is also De Morgan's law. Okay. This will be A dash union B dash. Okay. And then it was again a very important result, how to convert difference into intersection. And then few laws are there which are common sense based. Okay, for example, I should not give the number. For example, union of any number of sets can be performed in any order. Okay, they can be performed in any order. Performed in any order. That means if you take only two sets A, A and B, so A union B and B union A, both will be same. That is called commutative law. Similarly, by taking three sets, if you are operating in any order, that is called associative law. And same is with intersection. This operation also can be performed in any order. Okay, and then the union of universal set with any set is the universal set. Then intersection of any set with universal set is the set itself. So these laws are this common sense based laws, but they are very important laws. So I will tell you a few questions how these laws can be applied there, and you will find them very interesting. Okay. So well students, I have taken two questions together, and they will tell you, or you will find in the process, that how the laws can be applied. The first one is, you have to prove A minus B intersection B is nothing, means null set. Okay. So let us start with left hand side, which is A minus B intersection B. Now A minus B may be written as A intersection B dash, that is property number 4, you can see. So this is A intersection B dash intersection B. Now after that, what we find that both these operations are intersection. So I told you that intersection can be operated in any order. Okay, that makes no difference in the result. That's why I have operated B dash and B first together, and we know that there is nothing common between a set and its complement, nothing common. So that's why the result of this is phi, and then intersection is common between A and phi will be of course phi. So this is our right hand side, and this is the application of the law that you find here. Now this is the next one, again a very important result, that difference of set A and B intersection C is, that result means A minus B union A minus C. So let us start with the left hand side. We find minus here, that's why I have used again law number 5, in which we convert difference into intersection. So this set will have complement on it. Then I have applied De Morgan's law. Okay, De Morgan's law, when it is applied on intersection, the operation becomes reverse union, and this complement goes on both sets. So the same you find here. And after that it is distributive law. Okay, so you can see that those 5 laws are used one by one or according to the need. There is nothing new law. Okay, now this will give you, by distributive law, intersection will be distributed. So A intersection B dash union A intersection C dash, you find here, and this is the definition of A minus B. A minus B and both, they are same. Similarly, A intersection C dash stands for A minus C, that is also law number 5. So we get the right hand side. So see how the laws can be applied. So this is the next one, in which using the properties on sets, you have to prove A intersection B minus C is equal to A intersection B minus A intersection C. So what we observe here, that the right hand expression is bigger than the left hand expression. So let us start with the right hand side. Okay, that is better here. So this is A intersection B minus A intersection C. Then this is as it is, and then I have applied the law of difference, means A minus B is equal to A intersection B dash. So by that reason I have put intersection in place of minus, and then complement on the next set, that is A intersection B. And after that we have to apply here De Morgan's law. Okay, it is A dash union C dash. Now this has 4 sets, so that's why to reduce the complexity I have taken A intersection B as X. So this becomes X intersection A dash union C dash, where X is A intersection B. Now I am going to apply distributive law for this part. That's why I have written X intersection A dash union X intersection C dash. And now putting back the value of X. Okay, so we find this expression. Now I told you that the intersection can be operated in any order. That's why I have shifted the position of B and A. Okay, and no change this side. After that we are observing here the common between A and A dash. So nothing is common between these two sets. That's why I have written phi here. So it is B intersection phi, and this is as it is. Now the common between null set and any set is phi. That's why all of this has been replaced by phi, and then union of this set. So phi union any set is the set itself, and after that I have separated this part A intersection, and this, for this I have written B minus C, which is the left hand side. Okay, so this is a very beautiful application of laws on sets. Now this is the next one, question number 4. It's given that if A, B, C and C are any 3 sets, then using laws on sets, we have to prove A minus B union B minus A is this. Okay. Now I am starting with left hand side, in which we have this type of set. So again we find difference of sets at 2 places, so they have been converted into intersection. So A intersection B dash union B intersection A dash, again property number 5. And then this I have taken as X because it is a big expression. So X union, this is the remaining part, where X is given by A intersection B dash. Now after that I have applied distributive law. So we get X union B intersection X union A dash. Now putting back the value of x, so I have replaced x by its value here and here. Now again we find that distributive law can be applied here. That's why it is written A union B intersection B dash union B, and similarly here also distributive law A union A dash intersection B dash A dash union A dash. Okay. Now the union of a set and its complement is universal set. So this has been replaced by U, and then this part also we get the same expression. So U is written here and the remaining set. Now common between any set and universal set is the set itself. The same we find here. That's I've written this one. Now there is intersection of this and this. So this I have written in reverse order. Okay, because union can be performed in any order. Now this intersection we have to replace by difference. That's why we have to put complement on this part of the set. Since this part is A dash union B dash, so I have put complement over it. So this becomes A minus B is equal to A intersection B dash. Okay. And after that, the laws, De Morgan's law has been applied here. So this complement has gone on both set, and this has been converted into intersection. Now double complement of any set is the set itself, original set. Similarly, the same we find here. So this has been replaced by A intersection B, and this is A union B. So that is our right hand side, and this is a very important question and beautiful application of the laws. Now this is the next one, question number 5, and after doing it I will draw a very important conclusion here with the help of this question. Now what is given here, that A, B and C are any three sets such that their union with any other set A are equal, and their intersection with any other set are also equal. Then you have to show that B should be equal to C. Okay. So this equality we can reach from using the property. Okay. There is no need of proving it each one as a subset of the other. So I am starting with the left hand side, which is B. Now B may be written as B intersection A union B. Okay. Because the common between A union B, suppose A union B is this one. This is A and this is B, and this total is B. So what is common between A union B and B is B. That's why this may be written as B intersection A union B, means common between B and A union B. Now it is given that A union B is equal to A union C. So this I have replaced by A union C, and I have written also here that since they are equal. Now I have applied distributive law, that this will give you B intersection A union B intersection C, that I have written here. Then we can perform intersection in any order. That's why I have interchanged the position of A and B, and union here also the interchange has been done. Now this A intersection B, you find here A intersection B is equal to A intersection C. So I have replaced this one by A intersection C, and this is as it is. Now this may be written in reverse order also, C intersection A union C intersection B, and then I have applied distributive law in reverse order. So this may be written as C intersection A union B, and then again replacement for A union B by A union C, because they are equal, as you find here. Now common between C and A union C is C. So this is the proof, and we have got the result in very quick way applying the laws. Now what I want to conclude here, that now we have got three methods of making two sets equal or proving two sets equal. Okay. First was that we have discussed earlier. The first one, if A is subset of B and B is subset of A, so A is equal to B. This was the first way of proving. Second, if power set of A and power set of B both are equal, then also sets are equal. This also we have done earlier. Now we are getting the third criteria, that if we are going with suppose two sets B and C, so if union of B with any other set is same as union of C with the same set, this set should be common, and the intersection with the same set, if these two conditions are satisfied, okay, where A is any set, then this will give you equality of what? B and C. So that is the third way of proving two sets equal. So this you have to remember to do some big questions. Okay. Now this question is of G mains. I've written here the correct option. It was objective question. That prove that this statement is given is a fallacy. So before I go for proof, this question is of mathematical logic. Okay, this is another chapter, but it can be done by using laws of sets. So what you have to do, you have to replace, this is called OR, this is called AND. Okay, so AND should be replaced by intersection. This is called complement, so that should be replaced by dash, and this is called OR, it should be replaced by union. So we find this one, and so I have replaced by intersection. Not Q means Q dash, then again intersection here. Similarly, not P means P dash, and then intersection Q. So we get a number of intersection between the sets. Now I told you that whenever we have plenty of sets together, so we can do intersection in any order. So to make it easy, I have taken P and P dash together, intersection Q and Q dash together. So since nothing is common between P and P dash, so that I have written phi there, and intersection again phi there, and phi intersection phi is called phi. Fallacy means empty set. Okay, so if your result is phi, then this statement is a fallacy. So we get the result here. Now this is a NCERT question, again very simple. Going with left hand side, I have replaced this one difference by intersection, and then we have operated the same way, previous way. So we get the result A union B. This is another question of G mains. Basically this is a question of mathematical logic, but I told you earlier that it can be done by set operation. So the question is negation of this. Negation means complement. Complement of this statement is one of these four. We have to find out which is the correct option. So I have taken the given expression as X, and then I have converted it into set symbols. This has been replaced by dash, then this union, this again dash, intersection. Then we now I have applied here distributive law, S dash union R dash and intersection this. Now the first part is same, and the union of a set and its complement is the universal set, the same I have written there. And then we have got, because intersection of any set with universal set is the set itself, so we have got this one. Now since we have to find the negation, so I have taken complement on both sides, so X dash gives you a dash on this expression. So again by De Morgan's law I have written in this way, and then I have converted the symbol by not, sorry, this is AND. Okay, so this is fitting here, option number 3, so your answer is 3. Okay, this is another question of G mains. You will find this question number of competitions. Okay, so what we find here, that the Boolean expression this is equivalent to one of these four. Okay, Boolean means any expression which can assume two values. So that is the part of your mathematical reasoning chapter. Okay, so that we will be doing later on. But just now we have to prove that this is equal to which one of these four expressions. Okay, so the same I have done here. I have replaced this one by intersection, this is by dash, again this is by union. So we are getting this type of given expression, And then after that, since we have union in 3 sets, so union can be operated in any order. So I've operated this set, that is P intersection Q dash with Q first, and then I've left this part open this side. Now when we apply distributive law for this portion, we get P union Q and intersection Q dash union Q here, and this part is as it is. Now the simplification of this part, this gives you, this is union of complement of a set and the set, that's why it is universal set. This stands for U, universal set. And again we have this one here, P union Q is here. And then the intersection of any set with universal set is the set itself, that's why I have written P union Q here. And this part is as it is. Now since it is a big expression, so I have taken it as X, that I have written here, X is equal to P union Q. And then again I have applied distributive law for this portion, so we get X union P dash intersection X union Q. Now putting back the value of X, it is P union Q and P union Q here. And again we have union of 3 sets, so we can operate them in any order. So I have taken P and P dash together, union Q, and the same I have done here. So Q union Q is Q, okay. So now this is union of P and P dash, okay, set and complement. So that's why we are getting universal set here, union Q, and this side we have the same set. Now union of any set with universal set is universal set, because this is the bigger set. So this intersection, this gives you P union Q, which is P or Q. So option number B is correct. Okay, so that is the application of laws. So you have to be master of all these laws. Okay, so this is the end of this video, and you must watch this video till last, because all things are related to each other. And next time I'll be coming some more concept with set theory, so that will be in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thank you.